What's up, guys? I'm back with a real quick one here today, but I recently, not sponsored at anything, but I got sent this new, it's a prototype. It's not out yet. So this is a new leverless controller hitbox called the, as you see, it's kind of hard to see, the Overdrive arcade. So I just want to give just a very quick review for you guys. You know, I've talked about the other one, so I use, this is my main stick right now. I call it stick, but it's not. I play on the Snackbox Micro. I've been using this for 2 years now. I've talked about it. I got videos on there too. I also, so for PS5, and when I'm out, I got an Impress as well. So, you know, I've been testing everything out. The new one, how it compares. So just by like the size, you can see it's much bigger. You know, it's bigger than the Snackbox, but it's actually quite light. I would say it's lighter than the Impress, heavier than Snackbox, and it's lighter than Hitbox as well, right? As for the technical stuff, don't ask me, I don't know. But it does come with the new thing, what's it called? The Brooks Fusion. So the big thing about that is, like, at the moment, I guess that's the best board you could have on one of these things. And the key thing is it works on PS5, right? So unfortunately, I love my Snackbox Micro. It doesn't work on PS5. So this works on PS5. The other big thing that's also worth noting is that it's USB-C. I cannot recommend that enough. If you're on the market for any sort of fighting game control, make sure it's USB-C. So yeah, works on PS5, USB-C. It definitely feels solid. You know, it doesn't feel, I don't want to talk about other things, but it doesn't feel like, you know, just like shaddily made plastic. Like, it's solid but not heavy. The nice felt bottom. And the biggest part though, so the biggest plus about this thing, what sets it apart is that the maker's in UK, right? So the biggest issue with leverless controllers, I'm sure I've seen you guys talk about all the time, complain about it, is that it's really hard to get one, right? The Snackbox is on, it's like 6-month back order. Impress is like, you know, it's 8 months back order. And then if you live in outside of America, you have to pay $100 in shipping, taxes, and customs and everything. So these guys are based in the UK. So if you're in the UK, if you're somewhere in the EU, first of all, I'm sorry, but here's a good option for you. It's a good alternative. It should save you some money there. Let me go in a game real quick. Hold on. But I'll tell you how it feels real quick. All right, so I played the other day. You know, I played a bit the other day, and it works. Like, that's it. That's all I gotta say. It works. It feels fine. There's no issues. The one thing I do want to point out, it uses Sanwa buttons. So this is something that you need to consider when you are trying to decide one of these things. So this uses Sanwa buttons, like arcade buttons, okay? The Snackbox uses keyboard switching. So it's very different. One is not better than the other. It all comes down to preference. But since I'm used to this, when I switch to this, the buttons, I learned a word. What's it called? Actuation point? I'm a genius. But the force it takes to hit these is very little compared to the keyboard. So the keyboard keys, I have to kind of like press down hard. This one's very, very sensitive. So some people like that. For me, I kept getting accidental buttons because I'm not used to it. Another thing too, and again, this is all about preference, and each stick is different, or each controller is different, but the layout. So this one is a bit, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I think you can tell. Right? The buttons are spread out. The buttons are spread out kind of far, so my hands are kind of wide. So again, it's something I wasn't used to from playing on that, and maybe it helps. You know, some people have complained that like the Snackbox too small for me. Well, this one, if you got big ogre hands, that might help you there. Another good thing, it does have lights, as you see. There's a switch, I can turn it on or off. I don't think there's any colors right now. But one nice thing is that it might seem like it's simple, but this is very helpful. Is everything's labeled, especially the side button, start, select, home, all that stuff. So all that being labeled it's a very nice little bonus right there. But yeah, that's, I don't really think, I don't know why I put the game on. Want to see me do a combo? Hey. There you go. First try. Nah, but like I said, it takes time to switch anything. Just like switches to buttons, layouts, and all that stuff. So it's my people always ask me too. It's like, I already have this. Should I buy that? I'm going to say no. Like, if you already have a controller and it works for you, don't buy another controller. Unless you want to just be a collector. There is no, like, this is the best one. You didn't buy that one? Like, you're not serious. Like, whatever controller you have, it works for you. Now, if you're looking, though, that basically that's the whole point. Is if you're looking for a leverless controller, you don't have one, you want to pick one up, I can tell you this one in the UK is it works. It gets the job done. That's all. They all do the same thing. They get the job done. The only downside, I wish it looked cooler. I think this is a prototype, by the way. So I think they changed the art a little bit. They changed the art a little bit, and they moved the buttons. So they moved the buttons a little bit over. But you can check the website. What was it? overdrivearcade.com. Oh, and also the buttons themselves. So these are Sanwa's. Sanwa something, I don't know. But they also offer the Kwamba, the gravity button. So you can have a choice of the 2 different buttons. But like I said, I'm just used to this, so I'm not going to change. That's it. It's just the way it is. Until a controller company sponsors me, I'll be playing this. Hey, there you go. Shout outs. It's good. They're still new too, so they're probably going to change in the same way all the other companies have been like changing and developing over time based on customer feedback. So if you're in UK, somewhere in Europe, check them out. Buy it if you want. I'm not telling you to buy anything, but if you want to check it out, it's overdrivearcade.com, I think. And good luck to all the makers. But yeah, that's that for this one. There's also the Razer. So if you know, the Razer Kitsune put out a new one as well. So I got to try that at Evo. It was pretty cool. If I can get my hands on one, we'll give you a review. But that's it for this one. Hopefully it helps some people out. I don't know. But don't blame me. Like I said, if you buy anything you don't like it, don't blame me. I'm just sharing the info with you. Anyway, I'll see you next one. Peace.